on, peeps? RG26116 in the 40 and Steel Gaming Lab. Yes, we are fresh off the birthday weekend. Shout out to all the friends and family that gave me all that type of dope birthday love. It was cool, man, to hear from a lot of you guys and all the well wishes. So, man, right here, man, right here. I think I made a video about it, but, you know, I can never express how thankful I am that people actually care, you know. And that never goes unappreciated. So I figured now we're all birthdayed out, it's time to get back to work, you know, doing what we do, playing video games. And I figured we start off this week with a little bit of Sonic 2. Nothing major. Been in the lab, we're always making improvements. This weekend I picked up a GoPro camera. Plan on going on location and filming a few things, and I just wanted to get a really dope camera that could move around like I do, you know, be kind of active. So stay tuned for that. As we fire up this game, I was thinking about this game and reviewers of old school video games, and sometimes I am kind of shocked by what I hear. For the simple fact is, I hear a lot of guys review old games and they say disparaging things about the old games. But I think they're missing something. A lot of times, a lot of the young guys or the young reviewers don't understand that these games may not look good, they may not sound good, they may not be as awesome as the current gen games, but their game that they love doesn't happen without the technology that was created in that game. And I think a lot of criticism is unfairly pointed at some of the older games. Yeah, they're not going to be as highly technical as your game, but they were the building blocks that made your game awesome. And I think some of the people who review old school games they take it too far. You know, because all those things had to happen for your game to be dope. And I think some of you guys should, you know, probably play some of these older games and really try to understand the time frame. Because I am lucky enough to have grown up in the era of, I started kind of like in season, I would say generation 2 of gaming. I'm talking about Atari 2600, right when home consoles really got it cracking. So I was lucky enough to, you know, kind of come up in that era. So I got to see a lot of stuff as it kind of came out. And I can tell you, you know, every little like development was huge in gaming. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, oh, guess what? We got more than one button. Whoa! You know, it was like huge. Because what is that? I'm gonna do an Atari roundup, dude. I know I did an Atari excuse me, profile once before, but I'm gonna show you guys some show enough Atari 2600 games. What basketball looked like, you know. We complain about Madden because it's repetitive. We complain about 2K because it doesn't play the right way, or, you know, it don't have our favorite characters. But dude, the basketball I grew up on, you'd be like, yo, this is unplayable. But it had to happen, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. A lot of the things you guys are enjoying now as far as gaming, that had to happen. We couldn't have imagined having something like Call of Duty back, I would say, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We couldn't imagine that stuff, you know? It's just amazing. And sometimes you have to be there to really understand what you have. But this ain't to diss nobody, because I'm glad that some of you guys even take the time to review some of these old games. Even if you're a little more harsh than I would be. But, you know, the simple fact that you took your time out to even review them, I give you credit for that. So I don't want you to think I'm just trying to diss you guys because you're not really say disparaging things about old school games. Just a little perspective would be nice. But if you don't, alright, it's cool. Whatever. Other than that, man, I want to play a few video games, man. It's been, I didn't get to play as many video games as I would have liked to this weekend. My friends and family, they kind of surprised me with a little surprise birthday gift together, you know, and it was dope. I really enjoyed it. My friends know me well. They got me plenty of coffee and plenty of booze, so they know me really well. So let's just say I got everything I like to have for my birthday. So put it lightly. Other than that, there's not much happening, man. Just chugging along. We got new merch coming. I'm getting back in the lab pretty soon to make some new t-shirts and hats and stuff. You know, we gotta make sure we have some something dope for the springtime. Probably a Generation 2 or Generation 3 14 Steel Gaming shirt. But I don't think we haven't really done too much with the merch as far as new stuff, you know. I think it's about time that we come up with some new merch and some new ideas and stuff like that, you know. And some promotions to promote the merch, so look for that too. Because we're gonna start pretty soon. We're gonna start some giveaways. Yeah, I think we've got enough in the game where we can do some giveaways and try to come up with something fly. Other than that, that's about it. Just enjoying some Sonic. I remember when this game came out, you know, we were like losing our mind because we had never played anything like this fast. You know, Sonic is revolutionary, man, because, you know, we didn't know that all their, you know, when they talk about blast process and all that stuff, we didn't know it was a bunch of bluster and we were just kind of getting played, you know, and they were kidding us with the propaganda, but that stuff sounded wild. Blast processing and 16 bits and 32 bits and, yeah, man, they made that stuff sound like it was important, man. It was like an arms race for who had the most bits in their system and stuff. And yeah, we were all in. We were all in. You know, they had us, man. Their marketing plan was crazy because they had us. Hook, line, and sinker, I tell you. When Nintendo and Sega were like having their little head-to-head, oh man, they had us. Oh, we were a bunch of suckers, man. We just thought, you know, we thought we were doing something as far as technology, you know. But all that stuff had to happen, you know. In hindsight, you know, I still feel like Sega missed the mark because they were actually the more superior system. It's just they shot their own self in the foot. The Japanese side and the American division couldn't get it together because they technically had the better product. And I'm a Nintendo guy, so I'm not, you know, don't at me and act like I'm hating on Nintendo, but low-key, Sega did have the better product. But they just had like a bunch of people that were the opposite of good at their job, so they never got the shine they deserve. And if you don't believe me, there's a lot of information out there, a couple good documentaries, so make sure you check those out. And then you'll see what I mean by when I make that statement. Because that's not a baseless statement of me just trying to make some clickbait about the old school stuff. Yeah, it's real. Other than that, hope you guys are doing well. We are at the end of January, going into February. Hope everybody's safe and sound. If you live here in Michigan, I think the official ban on Life as We Know It ends on the 1st of February. You know, I'm one of them people where I'm a don't get it twisted type person. It's cool that you can go into a restaurant, but I probably won't, you know, because, you know, I'm just trying to be precautious, you know. The virus we love to hate ain't where it's at for me. So I ain't really trying to chance it too much, you know. I'll be still on DoorDash and chill. So, but I do get it. Cause man, don't nobody want to kick it more than I do. Cause I be wanting to have some fun, but you know. But in the sake of being safe, you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice for your things, right? Right. Well, at least I think so. Man, Sonic is like one of the hardest and easiest people to control at the same time. So when he's going fast as hell, he's easy to control. Oh crap. But when he is like, when you got him going like super fast, it is hella hard to control him. Besides, this dude can't hold his breath worth a damn, by the way. Just so you know. Look at Tails. How come Tails can drown like a million times and you drown like, you fall once and you're doomed? I've always hated this part of the game because he is, one thing about Sonic, he is not about this whole, you know, precision jumping and stuff, so you can easily jump to your death. Effing around with Sonic. So let me get up out of here before I be a fail and be mad. But the beautiful thing about next gen consoles, I have a really good controller that's super accurate and way more accurate than the original Sega Genesis controller. So Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh shit, I almost fell. What type of stuff is that? Come on, Tails. Help me fight. Where Tails at? Tails is useless. I didn't fight my whole self. Come on, Tails, get it together, bruh. How do you have like a person to help you and they don't help you? What's up with that? Alright, anyway. As we finish this level, we're gonna shut it down, man. I just wanted to give you guys some mad shout outs and say thank you for the birthday wishes and just touch base about my thoughts on game reviewers and how they treat old school games. You know, it's a little harsh, but you know, we're all in this together, so we'll figure it out. I would encourage you to play these old school games as always because they are super dope and can't beat them with a bat. Other than that, this is RG26116 signing off from the 40 and Still Gaming Lab. I will chuck you the deuces and I will catch you soon. Peace. Look at Sonic being mad at me. What's up with that? I'm into the show, Sonic. Don't hate.